Hi Leo. Okay, this is my first reading, official reading on my channel, my YouTube channel. So I wanted to go through a little bit and just explain a little background of what I do, so you guys can be a little familiar with the style and which way that I read. It's just a slow run through. So my cards, obviously, and I like to write because sometimes I scribe while I'm channeling. So if you see me looking down or writing anything, it's just because I'm channeling and I want to make sure I get out everything for you. And anything else? And I have my crystals here, of course. Oh. My crystals. And they're here to just guide and help me be able to reach more of a clearer channel, so to speak. I don't have all of them here. I only have the ones that I feel cooperate with signs and or what I'm feeling like I need a little boost of for that particular reading that day. So first, and of course I have my tiger's eye so I can have more clarity in my readings, to receive clarity so that I can give you guys the best reading that I possibly can. So I'm going to do a little cleansing quickly. And now we'll begin to shuffle for you, Leo. I will begin speaking to spirit. So if it seems like I'm speaking to a person, I'm not. It's just my way of staying fresh and connected, and also friendly with spirit. I have a very friendly spirit. I mean, a friendly relationship with spirit. Hello, spirit, and all the elements of the universe. I call on you to help me be able to give and receive the most clarifying reading and channel for whom I'm reading. Today is going to be the Leos. So I ask that you give me a strong, lighthearted, cautionary, if may be, signs for Leo for the dates of January 19th until the 31st. So about 2 weeks. Please and thank you for those who are helping, for ancestors known and unknown who choose to participate. Please give me the most clarifying and helpful reading that I can for my dear Leos. I ask that you give me what I need to know in the form of past, present, and future. The first card being the past, the second card being the present, and the third card being the future. And I will do clarifying for which I feel needs more clarification. Ashe. Okay, so I will start the reading now. Okay. So for the past, I pulled the Four of Swords upside down in reverse. For present, I pulled Knight of Wands. And for the future, I pulled the Ten of Swords in reverse. So, being that I am a Leo, obviously I understand what all we've been going through. It was pretty rough. But I know, like, it finally feels like we're getting back on our horse, so to speak. So with Four of Swords in reverse, I usually try to I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get all the energy in that I'm feeling right now. But usually for Four of Swords, when it's upright, it's a time of ending of something that needed to be ended. Usually a mental thing that you were just battling in your head. Not so much a violent battle, but more so just like contemplating. But it's over. And when it's in reverse, to me that just signals that whatever it is that is over, it is, like, it's finished. You might have still some type of lingering of that in your head, but you've made up your mind as far as how you want to feel about this. So that's the past. That's how Leos are feeling in the past. A lot of contemplating, but now it's starting to slow down, and you're gonna get back to your normal self. Present, we have the Knight of Wands, which is obviously a fire card, and it is very related to Leo, I would say, because as we know, we're very strong signs. Now, Knight of Wands, excuse me. I see that, I feel that as you're going towards what you want. Something's already happened in the past, you know, like, you can't do anything about what's behind you, and as you can see, there's a volcano that has, it may erupt, maybe it already has erupted. Sorry guys, my nails are not done today. But yes, maybe it's something that you can't do anything about it. It already happened. There's smoke. The smoke is settling now, and you're on your way. You're moving towards something else, something greater, and you're going towards it. And it's full of passion. It's full of fire. It's full of everything that you would need to achieve it, achieve whatever it is that your goal is right now, and you're going for it. And as we know, that's a very good thing for us right now, because we've been kind of stagnant emotionally, and everything in general. Just Leos were just really going through a lot, you guys, and it's finally starting to turn around. So then for the future, we have Ten of Swords in reverse. Now, Ten of Swords, I feel like I pull this card a lot when it comes to just me doing general readings for people. But Ten of Swords is kind of like, how can I explain this? It's an ending of something, and it's an ending of something that hurt. It's an ending of something that wasn't exactly what you wanted to have to go through, but at the same time, it's something that you need. So when you see this person pulling the sword out of someone's, well, it's in reverse, but the fact that he's pulling the sword out of the back, it's kind of like, this is your time to move on. It was painful, it hurt, it's something that you may not have wanted to do, but you've done it. And this is what this is what your focus is now, just going. And so that brings us back to how we are in our present right now, and this is the Knight of Wands. And to me, it just really means, like, because we still have this in our present. We have the Four of Swords. So to me, when I put all of this together, I really just get the feeling of, it was so hard for us to come to terms with something mentally that we already knew. We already knew this is what we needed to do, right? But it's like we finally actually worked up the nerve to do this. And we're still kind of having little lingerings in the back of our head, like, do we really want to go through this? Do we really want to do this to ourselves? Or to whomever. But you have to know that, yes, like, you have this. This is your power right now. Use this power. Use this to guide you through to the future, to your next step. You have to keep this right now, you guys. There's a time, there's this feeling of assertion. And we are in the age of Aquarius right now. Well, in the time of Aquarius. So everything is mental. You have to keep that in mind. Everything is mental. And I know as Leos, we have a tendency to, yes, on the outside, it may seem like we don't care about things, but we're about our heart. And we get so invested in loyalty and being there for someone, or being the rock for someone, or being the strong lion that we know we are, but we can't always do that for other people. So, or whichever this is, I just really feel like there's some type of connection that you probably didn't want to break, or there's something that you feel like hurt to do, even though it is your right to do this. This is what you need to do for yourself. Like, sometimes you can't think about other people. And I know people will be like, oh, well, Leos never think about others. Yes, we do. It's in a certain way. You know, we're very loving people, loving signs. But with this ten of swords in reverse, it's time to go, baby. Like, you got this. You got this. Like, you don't have to keep contemplating. It hurts. It's something maybe you didn't want to do. You got this. Keep going. Right now, the energy is this. And this is the only card that was upright. So this is the power right now. This is our strength. This is us going and charging towards what we want. But you also have to be, you can't be too aggressive with this power. Because we're already aggressive by nature. Especially being fire signs just in general. Use this to your advantage. So don't rush into anything aggressively that could do the same damage and have you with the 10 of swords but in upright instead of reverse. You know, we want to keep it this way. This is like a cautionary sign. Like, you can do this. Right now you're right here. This is you charging towards whatever you want. But if you charge into something without thinking about it, without using your brain, along with your heart, it has to be a balance. It can't just be all heart. It can't just be all mental or all logic. It has to be a balance. So if you go towards what you want with the balanced mindset, then you're not going to be feeling the pain of this. You know what I mean? You're not going to be, that's why it's in reverse. It's like, you can get to this and you can evaluate everything that's happened. You still might feel a little pain about it, but at the same time, you'll be assured in yourself. Like, you'll know that you did this for yourself and you did this for the right thing. But you just have to be cautious about what you're doing. And I'm not really sure what this could be about as far as love, work, but I really do feel like it's the ending of something that you already been thinking about for a very long time. So this could be a new job, this could be anything that you're passionate about, like something that you creatively do. Maybe you're starting to get back into something that you have always done, but you maybe took a break because of this whole cycle that we went through for the past 2 years. This is your time to go and take yourself back, find yourself again, go back into that, and really absorb that, feel that power, but use what you've learned in the past. Use all of this mental stuff that you've been thinking about and obsessing over a little bit and just debating. Use all of your pros and cons that you've already cycled up, because you've done so much thinking on it. You know this better than anyone. You know the situation better than anyone. So use that power and use your passion to get to what you want, but you need to stay alert, so to speak, because at any time that volcano can erupt again, and it can reach you. You know what I mean? Just because you're leaving it doesn't mean it can't reach you if you're not thinking. So you want to make sure you're being cautious, but you also want to make sure that you're using this power so that you can get to the end of this battle and you can be the one in charge, and you're not going to be the one on the ground. You're going to be the one who's taking the sword out of the situation, because you're ready to leave. You're done. Like, you know what you want. Mentally, you have it set. So I really feel like this is a more of a mental game, if anything. It's not really so much a physical relationship. It might have something to do with the relationship, or it might have something to do with anything tangible, but it definitely is just you in your mind. It's like you're battling in your mind, and you got this. Like, you can do this. You don't have to keep questioning yourself. Like, you got the answers. You already know. You're going towards it. You just have to stop trying to look back. You have to keep going forward. Okay? I do want to get a little clarification. Well, I don't really think I need any clarification on these cards. I think I am going to get a clarification for the Four of Swords, just to see so I can see if I can get a little bit of history on what that was that you were debating over or contemplating over for Leos. Let's see. And when I open the deck, we got the Fool card. So you're definitely going on a journey. Like, this is a good time. Like, this is a very good time. We just have to get out of our own heads, I'm telling you. If you get out of your own head, you'll be fine. You already know the direction you want to go in. You have to stop thinking about others so much. And I know that sounds bad, but sometimes you have to get out of your own head and do what your heart knows it needs to do. For your own sake and your own sanity. Because you can't fix everything. Okay, can I get a clarification on the Four of Swords in reverse? What exactly is that about? Clarification on Four of Swords. Clarification. Invocation of Four Swords. Okay, so for most of you guys, or some of you guys, this is about work. This is about you getting what you want. This is about you debating on, should I move to this job? Should I stay here? Should I break up with this person because I need to move on? I feel trapped right now. It's you wanting to work. You want to work. You want to have a steady, you want to be able to just do something to get an outcome out of something. I don't know if it's you're bored with what's going on, or you're feeling discouraged. But this is whatever you were mentally trying to end. It's about work. It's all about work. It's all about you doing something to achieve and be able to get what you want. As Leos, we want nice things. We want to look good. We want to feel good. We want to have things on our own. We want to be able to say, oh yeah, that's mine. I have all of this to myself. I did that. I got that on my own. This is all about work. And you know what you need to do to get it. So yes, I really feel like this is just overall, for the next 2 weeks, just really focus on, encourage yourself. In your head, just stay strong in your stance. You know what you want. You already know how to go to it. Well, you might not know the exact steps to get to what you want, but you know the direction you need to go in. You have to get out of your own way. You have to get out of your own way, Leo. And yes, I really do feel like by the end of this year, the end of this month, excuse me, you'll know. You might feel a little weary about the decision you had to make, because that's just, nobody really likes to change up things all the time, you know. There's people that would rather stay stagnant. Some people just, maybe it's a loyalty thing. Maybe you didn't want to leave the job because you want to stay loyal, or maybe just anything. I'm not exactly sure about what that is, but I have a feeling it has something to do with mentally feeling like, okay, if I do this, then this is gonna happen. If I do this, this is gonna happen. But you already know. You don't have to keep questioning yourself. Go for it. Do what it is you need to do, and you'll be okay. It's a good reading. Very powerful. Very indicative of mentally what's going on for the Leo right now. And yes, just stay focused, you guys, and just be wary of your actions. As always, don't be too fiery. You need balance. You need balance. You can't just be roaming around and setting stuff on fire and just, you know what I mean? You gotta mellow it out, but stay aggressive. Mentally, stay aggressive. Know what you want and go for it, but stay calm on the outside so you don't make actions that mess up whatever it is you're trying to get to, okay? Alright, you guys, so very good reading. I'm a Leo myself. I'm a Leo sun sign, so this is like reading for myself as well. So yes, very pleased with this reading, you guys. So stay focused, okay? You will get to this. You will get to this. Just stay focused. You're gonna get all what you need right now when it comes to work or receiving your earthly possessions that you want. You're gonna get it, okay? Alright, it's been love from a Leo. If I'm not your favorite Leo, I will be soon. Okay? And I will see you guys in the next ones. I love you guys, me lovelies. Oh my gosh. I love my Leos so much. You guys are my family, my Leo family. My Leo kingdom. Alright, you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.